Hey guys, how's everyone doing? It's me, Spirit Star City, and today I am back again with another one of these Starting to Wonder videos. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be able to get this video out there by this week, and I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've actually been wondering a lot about whether or not I've actually wanted to continue to do this. I haven't gotten as much of a response from people as I anticipated. I thought more people would be into this, but I've gotten a few people have been interested in this though, but I haven't gotten like as many people interested in this as I would have liked, and I've actually been considering a lot about, do I want to actually keep doing this. And I think I have decided that I think I'm going to try my best to continue this. So far, I have been able to make this a weekly thing, and I've been pretty busy. I've been pretty busy this week, so I wasn't entirely sure whether or not I was actually going to get this video out by the end of the week. And there have also been other complications, and now I'm actually recording in a different place than I normally would, and that's also kind of a factor that's been playing out in my YouTube, that I've had to change locations for reasons that we don't need to talk about because it's incredibly boring. Now anyway, our first piece, of course, we have a digital piece titled Boy in Their Fave Sweater, and I think this actually reminds me of something that I would see in a Steven Universe setting. I'm actually not familiar with the TV show Steven or the cartoons Steven Universe, but for some reason I am familiar with the characters though, and for some reason this actually reminds me of something of a character from Steven Universe. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the color or the style, but there's just something about it that I really like, and it actually does remind me of something that I would see in Steven Universe if I were to watch the show. But I actually don't watch the show, mainly because I can't watch it on YouTube. I actually did try to see about getting into the whole Steven Universe fandom, because I've been running out of Undertale content lately, and that's really sad. I'm really sad about that, but whatever. I thought about getting into Steven Universe, but I couldn't find any playlist on YouTube of just episode by episode, just Steven Universe. So I didn't get into it, and I only looked for 5 minutes and then I gave up. Who knows, maybe I'll get into it sometime in the future, but I don't really see that coming. Other than that though, I can't really find much to say about this. Something I've mentioned before in one of these episodes is that I don't always have a deep-seated reason about why I like something. Sometimes I just like something just because I like something, and then that's it. There isn't always a deep and detailed analysis about why I like something. But sometimes, of course, that does happen. Sometimes there are a lot of things that I like about a painting and that I can actually talk about, or any other piece of artwork. But sometimes it can be hard to critique artwork. I'm not an expert in critiquing artwork, but I do have a passion for art. So usually that's the only reason why I'm able to do videos like these, and where I can just talk about artwork, because mostly it's the artwork that fascinates me, and I sort of sharing artwork with other people, and I connecting with other artists. Next up, we have another digital art piece, and if you've been watching any of my videos, or you've been subscribed to me, you might be familiar with this character, because I actually did a speed draw of this character not too long ago, about a few months ago, I believe. And what's really interesting about this is I just love how this person, they took this character I made and they actually made it look better. I think this is a lot better than the character I did, because it actually looks like it has a personality, whereas the character I did just sort of has a blank expression on its face, and it doesn't really look like it's thinking or feeling anything. But And this digital piece right here, though, it actually looks a little bit more agitated, and I thought that was interesting because, it gives it like character and personality. I really like. I was really excited when I saw this because it's just so hard to believe, and it's just really interesting to see something that I drew being redrawn by someone else, and I really like that. I'm actually thinking about trying to get other people to redraw this. Thinking about it though. Because I'm really interested in seeing what other people would do with this. So definitely a big thank you to the artist that made this. This is super awesome. Next up we have a digital art piece, I think, and it's titled Vireo. I don't know, I could be wrong on that. And the look on the expression on this cat, because of course we do have a cat here, and the expression on their face really fascinates me. It really reminds me about pretty much just the stereotypical just cat. Like it's pretty much that look that my cat gets whenever it's like taking a nap, and then I go over to it and I like start petting it or something. Like my cat will just look at me like this and just probably be like, "What are you doing? Why are you petting me?" Man, cats, you gotta love them. I personally am a cat person. I understand not all people are cat people, and some people, they just flat out just don't like cats, but I'm not like that. I like cats. I think they're cute, furry little, just how can you not like cats? But whatever, that's just my opinion. Next up we have a traditional art piece. This is a painting of the rarest flower in the world. Rarest flowers in the world. And I think this is also interesting, because like rarest flowers in the world, that's fascinating. And this person actually, they also wrote a description for this piece too, explaining some of these flowers that are here. I believe there are like 4 flowers here that are, and the description for some of these is interesting because I believe one of these, I don't know, there's something about like one of them only blooming every like 3,000 years or something. I don't remember. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I'll put it. I'll leave it on at like the bottom of the screen in case other people are interested in reading about these flowers. But I'm not gonna read them because it'd take too long, and I don't have the time, and I'm not good at reading things. Like it takes me like hours for me to read something right, depending on what it is. Sometimes it can take me just like one try to read something, and sometimes it can take me like, I don't know, 1 hour. And I just don't want to take any chances. Now anyway, one of these flowers only blooms every 3,000 years, and I found that really intriguing, because how does a flower know when it wants to bloom? Does it have a memory? Does it think? Does it have feelings? I don't know, it really makes me wonder, and that's one of the reasons why I added it to this series that I'm doing, Starting to Wonder, because it does make me wonder. And typically that's the type of artwork that I feature here, things that make me wonder. And finally, speaking of wondering, we have a very wonderful piece titled, a digital piece titled Spirit Animal. And what we have here is a very interesting piece that definitely made me wonder a lot when I first saw it. And as soon as I saw it, I was immediately fascinated by it, and I immediately thought that there had to be something more here. Like I just had a feeling that maybe there was something more to this. I felt like there was meaning behind this piece. So I asked the artist, what inspired you to do this? And come to find out, the story behind this piece is actually just as fascinating as the piece itself. And so what happened was, the artists, they had the inspiration to do this one day when they were outside playing in the snow with their son, and there was this one moment where their son just sort of looked up into the sky and at the snow that was falling down, and they just stared at nothing, and it was as if they were staring at something. And so the artist, they just sort of imagined what it would have been like. What would it have been like if there was, I don't know, like an invisible animal or something, just floating across the sky or something. And that's how they came up with the idea. And they also had inspiration from video games also. And so as soon as they had the concept, they pretty much had the entire painting just sort of in their head. That's pretty much what happened. It's not word for word. I don't have it in front of me right now, but that's pretty much like the idea of what happened and what inspired the artist to do this. And I thought that was really fascinating. I thought that was really just wondering. I think that's an appropriate word for this, just very wondering. And that is why this is this week's Artist of the Week. And it really made me wonder. And I really like artwork that does that. This artist actually also has other artwork like this too. So if anyone's interested, go check out this artist because they have a lot of really great stuff. And with that, we have reached the end of this video. As we can see, we have the end card here. We got my social media. Go follow me on all of that. Check out my website, spiritstarcity.blogspot.com. That's where you'll find everything Spirit Star City. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it was a little different. Like the style and like format of this video was a little bit different. If anyone will be able to tell, but I don't think anyone will be able to tell. I don't have that many viewers, and I don't know. That means I can do whatever I want, and that's a good thing. So I don't think anyone's gonna really care. So I guess I won't either. I hope everyone enjoyed listening to me talk about all of this artwork. I'm really trying my best to keep making this a weekly thing. Again, hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching until the end if you watched until the end. And I will see you all next time.